Hey everyone, this is Sade Simone. Thank you for watching my video. In this video, we're going to be going through everything that you would put into your normal travel bag for your makeup. This is geared towards beginners. This is not an extensive bag. This is pretty much not the bare essentials, but a step above it. Everything that you would do for a full glam face, but not the extras. To start off with, you want a nice looking bag. So with this bag, it does not need to be extra fancy. The bag that I got is from Walmart. With this bag, it has a lot of space. You have a lot of pockets. Disregard any makeup you see. You have a lot of space to be able to put everything in. What I would do is make sure that it has lots of pockets and lots of zippers, because you want to be able to have storage places, not just throw everything inside of the middle. So to start off with, we have a good bag. Then for the bag, I want to make sure that I have my brushes. With your brushes, you do not want to have a whole lot of brushes, but you want to be able to do a full face. So the brushes that I start off with, which are my bigger brushes, everything else will be much smaller. I have my foundation brush, and disregard the fact that it is most recently used, matter of fact, for this face. With this one is an e.l.f. brush, and they range between like $5 and $6. And this is for your foundation. Then I will go into having a bronzing brush, as well as I will have another fluffy brush that will be for my blush, as well as me to kick off any extra powder that I have on my face. Those are for my big brushes. Then I go into my small brushes. My small brushes I do not have a lot of small brushes for when I go traveling. My small brushes will be double-ended brushes. That's my favorite, double-ended brushes, because they're great for traveling. Such as, these are Eco Tool brushes, and they come in a kit, and it's like $5 or $6. They're one of the most cost-effective brushes that I've ever bought. I use these every day for videos, whenever I do any videos, and I use them for every day for work. These are a lifesaver because they're 4 brushes in 2. So you have double-ended brushes. Then you go into having just one big fluffy eyeshadow brush. With this eyeshadow brush, I use it for my transition colors, as well as to blend out. And when you're traveling, you don't want to have a whole bunch of bulky stuff with you, so it's really good to have as little as products as possible. So after that, I'm going into tweezers. You're probably wondering, why tweezers? Tweezers are needed because you don't know where any stray hairs will pop up while you're traveling. So have an extra little set of tweezers, and these are $1 from e.l.f. I love these tweezers. These are better than some of the more expensive tweezers that you can get. And guess what? If you lose it, it's just $1. And the order I'm going in is how I put on my my makeup. So I'm starting with concealer. The concealers that you can bring with you on a trip, and these vary. Pick the best concealers that you like, and only bring 1 to 2. Do not bring a whole bunch of concealers with you. So to start off with, Wet n Wild has concealers that are fairly good. NYX, this is the one that would probably come with me because the applicator is great. And then you have Pro Conceal, which they have all kinds of colors of concealers. This is probably the one that has the most variety of colors. So Pro Conceal, you can bring in a corrector, as well as you can have a color for yourself. Those are the concealers that I would bring in. I would only bring 2. At the most, bring 2. The next thing that I'm going to do is go into eyebrow pencils. So eyebrow pencils, you can do one or two things. You can do a pomade, or you can do an actual eyebrow pencil. This is what will come with me, is an Ulta micro brow pencil, or you have the NYX one, and I currently am out of the NYX one. And what you can also do is do a pomade. With the pomade, I have the NYX. This is Tame & Frame. It's one of the really good ones. Matter of fact, this is what I have on my eyes right now, along with the Ulta Mini. With that, you would get a double-ended, and this is the one with the spoolie, and this is a e.l.f. brush. You would bring these together, and this is how you would use those together. So you can pick 1 or 2 of those, and it doesn't take a lot of space for all of that. The thing that I will go to next would be my shadows. Eyeshadows is one of the things that you can end up becoming a pack rat with. So instead of becoming a pack rat, find a palette that you like. Figure out what you're going to wear. Figure out what palette would match it. Do not pack a lot of palettes, because you do not need to use all of them. So I'm starting from smallest to the larger ones. The smallest palettes that I own that I really, really like and that I would bring with me are the Makeup Revolution mini palettes. They're actually they're cheap right now. They're like $4 at Ulta. They come with multiple different colors. They are big enough for you to put your brush in and be able to get color. And matter of fact, this Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The colors are really, really pretty and they're very vibrant. And if you are darker skinned, just make sure to put on a really good primer, a nice light primer, and it will pop up really well on you, and it pops on me. The other one that they have is like a jewel tone. I love, 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 love these. And the last one that they have is a one that kind of looks like a naked palette. Just simple colors, gives you all the skin tones, as well as it gives you some shimmers. The other one from Makeup Revolution that I would possibly bring with me is their chocolate palettes. They have a lot of these. They have a whole bunch of these. This one is the Vice one, and I'm gonna make it so you can't see the mirror. And this one's the Vice one. It has a lot of transition colors, as well as it has colors that you can use. So again, you need to go to figure out what you're wearing and make sure that your shadows go with what you're wearing. I would not pick a whole bunch of individual shadows, as well as like ColourPop makes the super shots. I would not bring a lot of those because you may only want to wear it for one outfit. But with the palette, you have variety. The other two palettes that I have are typically expensive, but I got them on sale, and they go on sale every now and then. So the first one is Urban Decay Smoked. I got this one when it was about $20. This was a very good buy. Same thing with the Urban Decay Naked palette that's smoked. This one. I got this one when it was on sale for $27, and this was a very, very good buy. So if you're one of the people that has this palette, I would bring it with me because it gives you a lot of different colors, as well as it gives you room for a brush. So it gives you from day and night looks, as well as gold, as well as silver. So find something that has a lot of variety for what you're looking for. The next thing that I'll be looking at will be going into liquid liners. I would only bring one liquid liner with me, and the liquid liner that I would bring would be a NYX one, and I would bring a pencil liner. And the pencil liner that I have is one of the Infallibles by L'Oreal. They're one of the best liners, and I have both of these on right now. I would then go into one mascara. You need to pick. I know it's very hard. You don't want to, but it's the best thing to do. So pick a mascara. We have Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline, and then you have the Essence, which is the Princess Lash. I love both of these. I love this a little bit more right now. It's been heavier in rotation, but both of these are wonderful. I have this one on right now. Foundations is one of the hardest. You need to figure out a couple of things. Where you're going, what's the weather going to be, what are you wearing it for, how heavy of a coverage do you want? Because you can easily get a foundation that if you're going to be in the elements of a lot of heat, you may not want to wear that. You may want to wear something that's a little bit sheerer. With me, I tend to wear full coverage because I have acne that I like to cover, as well as I have eczema on my cheeks. And I know how to deal with the elements because I'm in Houston right now. And Houston is hot, humid, year-round, wintertime, doesn't matter. So I know how to react with that. Now, if you're going somewhere and you're not sure about how the weather's going to be, I would pack two foundations. I would pack a lighter one, as well as I would pack a heavier one. If you have any high-end foundations, I would probably pack that and bring it. Yes, I know some people don't like to leave the house with it, or you can depot it and put it in something else, but I would at least bring a high-end foundation if you have that. If you don't, I would bring my Maybelline Fit Me, and then I would probably bring my Black Opal. If I was to bring my high-end, it would be my Lancome. I love all of those foundations. My Maybelline Fit Me is what I have on right now, mixed with a little of pomade. So I wouldn't bring anything that I would need to mix. I would only bring things that I can be able to just pour it out and be able to put it on my face and fix it up and use bronzer and whatnot and contour from there. The next thing that I would go into is pressed powder or loose powder. Depending on where you're going and your living situations when you're there, you may not want to do loose powder because it just gets a little messy sometimes. So I have Black Opal, the loose powder, and then I have the compact for the pressed powder. This is the pressed foundation, which can work for setting your makeup. Either one of these is great. I really like this because you're able to just pop it in your purse and do touch-ups whenever you need to. After that, I would have a setting powder for my under eye, which I would bring with me because even though I'm going out of town, I want to make sure that I'm able to do my makeup as nice as I want to. Now, I may not highlight and contour the whole time I'm out there, but I like to have the option. So what I did is I took Makeup Revolution and I depotted it and I put it into a container. Now this container I got from a beauty supply like makeup. Now I'm going into blush. Blushes is one of the things that you can end up bringing a lot of things with, and I try not to. So with my blush, I would be bringing my e.l.f. It has 4 different blushes to choose from, so you're not bringing a whole bunch of those individual blushes, and it's a give and take. I would rather bring a lot of really good foundations and bring some okay blushes than bring a whole bunch of my favorite blushes and not bring my favorite or something else. Because remember, you're fighting with space, so do not bring a lot of large items. And with this, it also has a mirror. That is the other plus with this. I didn't mention that with my eyeshadows. Bring a palette that has a mirror. If it doesn't have a mirror, don't do it unless you know that you'll have a space to be able to have a mirror. That is another big plus with eyeshadow palettes. Next thing is contouring. Contouring, having a contour kit can get a little spacey, because with this one I use the Black Radiance. That's what I have on my face right now. This can take up quite a bit of space, but if you do a bronzer, which is the Queen collection, and this one is Ruby Kisses, which is the same thing as having just a dark powder, pressed powder. If you do both of these, it takes up less space. So this is probably what I would do for traveling. I would not bring my Black Radiance with me. Highlighters. Highlighters is the same way. You can easily have a whole bunch of highlighter palettes, but instead of you doing that, you can have the individuals. Have one for when you wear your golds and have one for when you wear your silvers, or you want to have some type of other tones too. So you can have a bronzier one or a golden one, and then you can have your one that gives you your like glow within. That's what I would do. And these two are Makeup Revolution, and I have the colors, it's Radiant Lights and then Golden Lights. Oh, I didn't notice both of them were lights. And also some other ones that are very good that are drugstore price are Wet n Wild. I was very surprised with these two. After that, going into highlighters, you have a travel size cleaner. So we're heading towards the end. We've talked about almost everything. Travel size brush cleaners. This is a brush cleaner that I bought from Ulta. While you're out of town, you're not able to just clean your brushes and have them wait for them to dry. So what I would do with this is I would have my travel size brush cleaner, and then I would have makeup wipes. I would take, and just the regular Neutrogena makeup wipes, brush cleaner, makeup wipes. I would spray my brushes, and then I would rub them into one of the Neutrogena wipes to clean off your brushes real fast while you're out of town. And this is very inexpensive, or you can just take a small bottle and put some of your brush cleaner in it and then take that with you. Either one of those will work out really, really well. And last but not least, I missed 2 things. My last 2, setting spray. The one setting spray that I would bring would be Wet n Wild Natural Finish. This is one of the really, really good ones that I like as far as drugstore prices, as well as the size of it is perfect. It is not too big. It doesn't take a lot of space. As well as I like what's out right now. Hard Candy made some mini setting sprays. So if you catch these these are at Walmart for $1 right now. If not, you'll have to get the full size, and the full size is 8 ounce. And this one takes up quite a bit more space. So you may want to try to get travel size setting sprays. I know that Urban Decay has a good travel size setting spray, and this is a pretty good size for traveling. Now, if you're going to be facing the elements and you know that you need a little bit extra because it's going to be hot, humid, something different that you haven't been dealing with, this is where I would actually do the purchase of buying this. This is Ben Nye Final Seal. This is one of the best that is out there. Your makeup will not go anywhere. It will stay looking beautiful for hours and hours, and 10 hours later, forever. This is what I would take with me traveling if I know that I'm going to be out in the 2 beauty blenders. With these beauty blenders, and they are a little used because I just did this look. The one that I have is for my eyes, and it's a purple one that I got from Sephora. And then this is a red one that I got from Morphe. They make 3 different types that I've seen. They're wonderful beauty blenders. Your lippies is one of the funnest things that you're able to bring. Everything else you could be kind of limited with, But your lippies, you'll have plenty of room to be able to put probably as many lippies as you want to. With your lippies, make sure that you put some liners to match your lippies, and then you could pick different types. So if you know that you're going to be moving around and talking to a lot of people, I will bring lippies that are matte as well as long wearing, such as the Maybelline matte ink. These are really, really good. There is a slight bit of stick with them, by the way, but these will last all day long, all day. As well as lip amplification from this is from Makeup Forever. This is what I have on right now. It will last all day long. ColourPop mattes, very great. They will last all day. NYX, don't have to say a whole lot more. The liquid suede is amazing. And ColourPop with their lippies, those are wonderful as well. And Maybelline, I just noticed I have a lot of Maybelline and ColourPop and whatnot. That's the 3 that I'm sticking to, right? 4 including NYX. With these are the Vivid Hot Lacquer. These have a little bit of stick to them, but they will shine, and then they will end up turning into a lip stain. I like them a lot. I know a lot of people may not care for them a whole lot, but I like them a lot because I'm okay with a little bit of stick. And then Makeup Revolution has a couple other ones. So with your lippies, get fun with it. Just see what you're wearing, and do not pick things that you know that you're not going to be putting on. When traveling, it's a decision to consolidate everything. Don't pick a whole bunch of stuff just because, well, I may try it. No. Stick things that you have already used, that you know you like. No trial and error while you're traveling, because if you end up coming out looking crazy, or you feel like you look crazy, you'll be upset. So always pick something that you've actually tried, you know that it looks good, and you know that you want to rewear it again. I hope this video was able to help you. I appreciate you watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, as well as like and share it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy traveling along the holiday season. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Hey, if you like the look that I had in this video, I did a walkthrough tutorial of this look. Make sure to click the button to go to the link, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And remember, there's always a little time for beauty. Bye.